Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Whew, I was just sitting here at the table. Let me stand up so we can walk about. Today is August 9th. Happy birthday, Mom. 103, or would have been 103. Didn't quite make it. Just made it to 102.3. God bless her, man. Long lived. Good genes. Angelina, I miss you, Mom. I really do. All right, so today is August 9th, 2023. The moon is, right now as I do this, the moon is still in Taurus, but it moves into Gemini at 9:06. Gemini, of course, is an air sign, an air moon. It's conversant, it's curious. It likes data, it likes facts, even though one of the most famous Geminis isn't too into facts, but or infamous Geminis that we know is not too much into facts. Gemini does rely on the data. Of course, one of our favorite Geminis, Jack Smith, has got a lot of data to rely on. All right, let's get off that subject for a moment. We had an early morning sesquiquadrate between Mercury and, was it Pluto? Yes, Mercury and Pluto. Yesterday it was between Mercury and the North Node. We have a hammer of Thor. I talked about it yesterday with Mercury, the ruler of that moon in Gemini, holding the hammer. And so facts matter, especially today, and facts will come down and the hammer will swing, and we're going to learn a little bit more today. We also have Venus make a square to Uranus. Now, this is actually the second time this has happened. The first time it happened, I believe it was right around July, I want to say July 2nd. That's what I want to say. I'm not positive, but I think it was in July. This is with Venus in Leo and Uranus and Taurus, the first quarter, crisis in action square. And now, because Venus is in her retrograde cycle, she goes over that point again, only this time Venus is moving backwards. And this can be shocking things, shocking decisions are made. Whenever Uranus is around, there's always a little bit of shock and awe, or a lot of bit of shock and awe. And Venus is what we value, what's important to us. In Leo, it's about our heart. It's about love. It's about self-worth, really. Self-esteem. Do you esteem yourself? Sometimes with these squares between Uranus and Venus, we can find ourselves getting involved with people who we would normally either not be exposed to because they're so different from us, but there's this energy of intrigue when we have this. So we have that energy, and we also have a lovely trine between Mercury and Jupiter, and of course they're both in Earth. This is activating there's a lot of activation of the Earth signs through trines with Jupiter and with Uranus. Today it's Jupiter, but it'll be Uranus at some point, because Uranus is a little bit further down the Taurus degrees. But it is a flow of energy, and it's creative, and it has to do with Earth, which is manifesting. So we are manifesting things, and of course we just came out at 8-8. Well, actually, we're still in it. The 8-8 Lionsgate, which 8-8 Lionsgate. We should make a song, which is about manifestation. Really, 8 is a number of manifestation and considered very auspicious. So what are we manifesting? Another question. But this trine does have a flow between our logical and our intuitive brain. So we're going to get a lot of hits today. The only place we might sort of go askew is in that relationship, the relationship issues. But I'm not so sure it's going askew, because it's really about freedom. It's really about freedom with Venus, and and Uranus. So there is this need to break out of something. So that's kind of the energy, and we can expect that we're going to hear some things today, whether it be from Jack Smith, Judge Chunkin, maybe it's Fonnie Willis. Certainly we'll hear from the ex-president's legal team, because they're saying all kinds of stuff they're not supposed to be saying, which do we expect anything else? They're putting on some good shows for Donnie, but ultimately it's going to bite them all in the ass. So we'll see what happens with that. But that's what's going on, guys. So we're going to get a lot of information today. I think that's the big takeaway today. Some of it's going to be surprising. Some of it's going to be like, I knew that. That's exactly what I thought. But I think it's going to be a very interesting and informative day. All right, guys, have yourself a great day. I just did a in the news segment on Judge Chunkin. If you haven't watched it, it's really good, I think. So you could check that out. And I look at her numerology. I look at her chart as best we can. We don't have an accurate birth time, but we have when she was born and where she was born, which is enough to get a good view, especially with the numerology and the Kabbalah connected to it. So you can check that out. And I will see you again tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Namaste.